What's good YouTube land, the ultimate form here, back again once again, and today we are here for episode 11 of our Let's Play of Horizon Zero Dawn. In the last episode we took on Cauldron Sigma, discovered some things about the machines, and now we have the ability to hijack and hack and override some of the machines that we have previously discovered to be troublesome up until now. In this episode we press forward with one of our main story quests, and we head into, as the rain settles, into Devil's Grief, towards the Ring of Metal. For your information, Devil's Grief would be modern day Denver, Colorado, and as much as it has survived much of the passage of time in the 31st century, it is now known as Devil's Grief, another site of the Metal Children, and a ruin that only the Seeker should ever journey to. Today we'll be fighting our adversaries and finally vanquishing those who spilt the blood of the Nora. If you guys like what you see here today, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, share with your family and your friends, ring that bell to get notified of more content coming your way, and let's get it. I did go around the map between episodes, I did all the hunting trials, I got some of the treasures, I did discover some stuff a bit early, but there are things that we have to do. I only went as far as well, almost the Day Tower, but I covered pretty much everywhere we need to have done just in preparation for this. I did discover some new machines which we will talk about as the episode goes on, but we're going to mainly deal with human enemies. So one of the weapons we are given to deal with human enemies is Tear Blast. We don't get the Tear Blast until later. I think it's the Rattler, wherever the Rattler may be. There's Rattler. It fires multiple bolts, projectiles at enemies, and can deal severe elemental damage with frost and shock. So we're going to use that. We're going to use our sharp shot bow to deal with distance enemies, and then we are going to use our shadow sling to spread elemental effects to make it a bit easier to get up close. And obviously we're going to use our shadow hunter bow as our standard weapon. We also do have our spear, but that's not going to be a worry too much. Let's make sure that we are fully equipped. That's one thing I did forget to do. I did do some grinding for some materials. Did do some grinding for some materials to make sure that we had enough for what we were doing. In order to initiate this part, we have to rest at this campfire. So let's get it on.
Devil's Grief. Foreboding sight, huh?
Don't you ever wonder what it used to look like? Back when the old ones lived here.
You're not like other Nora.
That's what they tell me.
War Chief? Our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins, guarding the approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Agreed. Wipe out the camps, and our enemies in the Ring of Metal won't see us coming.
I'll take out the alarms.
We'll send Braves to each camp to lie in wait. What you start, they'll help finish.
So before we can do our main objective, we have to clear the 3 camps that lie in Devil's Grief. Shouldn't be too hard. Again, we'll be dealing with human enemies.
Braves! It is time! Time to fight! Time to kill! Maybe time to die! We will regroup there, at the base of the tallest tower. Then, to the Ring of Metal and vengeance. Today, we break taboo to honor our dead and punish our enemies. Blood spilled for blood spilled. May All Mother forgive our trespass, and if not, may she lay her wrath solely upon me. Now, to battle.
Motivating speech there, Sona. Motivating speech. But let's get a wriggle on. Well, does Val say anything right before we go?
You're taking this pretty well. The trespassing on tainted lands thing, I mean.
You think so? I feel like that silly Karja priest at the blessing, quaking under his hood.
That night already feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, we weren't really close, Vala and I. Always competing for our mother's respect, I guess.
Well, you have mine, if it makes any difference.
Thanks. It does. But this battle, I'm not doing this for respect. Yours, or my mother's. I'm doing it for Vala. I know she would have done the same for me.
Let's see if Sona says anything before we go. She should be standing by the fire.
What are you waiting for? Take the fight to the enemy.
She should be standing by the fire. Cool, no problem. As we approach the camp or the Ring of Metal,
easy.
we will get closer and closer to our target. So just follow what the game tells you to do, and you'll eventually get to your target. Always be careful and cautious of machines. They are obviously the interlopers, so there'll be corrupted machines as we go through it. We're going to go from point 1 to point 2 to point 3, and then we're going to head to the vantage point, and then we're going to head to the Ring of Metal. I saved this one for last as like a little brief reprieve before we actually take it on. Hopefully we have enough time and this doesn't take forever to do. So as usual, scope out your area. There's a Nora Braves lying in wait. That was a cracking shot, actually. I impressed myself.
You can see them. They can't see you.
Mm. Let's try not to get spotted too early. There are, like the bandit camps, there are loads of ways in and there's loads of ways out. So always be cautious as usual. If your enemies see you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't see them. Or wait, what did I say? What was I supposed to say? If you don't see your enemies, doesn't necessarily mean your enemies don't see you. It's always good to take out the watchers first because they're the biggest problem, and they will alert your enemies to your location. Oops, let me find some cover.
This one's dead. Ah!
Help is on the way.
almost got it. Ready for the shadow's sting.
Did I fail in my mission? Can't have. So the Rattler, you only have like so many rounds. Ow. I'm not very good at using the Rattler, unfortunately.
Attack without warning! We did it all, Mother. Look what we did!
Sweet victory.
I think everyone survived that. That could have been worse. That could have been really messy. I should have gone up here, which was my mistake. I was trying to work my way around there, but clearly I didn't quite do what I was supposed to do and how I was supposed to do it. This next one is a little bit more difficult. Pretty sure I should go and toggle that first before I run straight in there. I actually can't remember this quest at all. Perhaps it's probably a bad thing. An alternative way of doing this is to blast all the crates and stuff. Probably is a good idea as well. Okay. Can't remember how to do that, to be honest. Let's just move on to the next one. I did a bit of exploring through here, and technically you can tackle those camps when you first venture through here.
Sorry to spoil your fun.
Oh! There we go. About to say, I can't be missing shots like that, my guy. I need to locate 144 away.
Definitely not scrap.
And they conveniently put another campfire here, so you can rest up, take a moment.
Am I hearing things?
Come here.
You got anything?
I got the signal.
Nope. Denied.
Gonna light the signal.
So close.
Look what we did!
All Mother be
Sweet
praised.
count the Nora out.
So if you kill all of them before turning off, then I guess you still can use it. Okay, these guys should have... I mean, I did blow them up, so he probably doesn't have any blaze anymore. But the guys with fire on their back normally come with some blaze. If you kill them without destroying their the supply that they carry on their back. Again, this symbol. You could come round the side and use the thing and come in that way, or you could come in from that side. I prefer a bit more of a frontal approach to this one because it's so small. It's so much easier to do. Obviously, you have to knock out whoever's running for the signal before they actually manage to get it. We didn't have to worry about that too much the first time, but this time was somewhat more necessary. If I could hijack a machine to be a distraction, that would be useful, but there isn't really any meaningful machines around here. Meaningfully, I say meaningful, like strong machines. Or Watcher might do, but sadly you can't hijack, you can't override already corrupted machines. Oh, that was delayed and weird. So that's where it is. Now, I actually want to go after this guy, because this guy's going to be a problem.
I'm heading for the blasted signal. I've got you marked. I'll strike you down.
Skadoosh!
Sweet victory for all, for the sacred land.
That was easy.
Enough.
But yeah, pretty much handles like that. So we have to go up to this vantage point. We do have to catch a tower real quick.
For all mother. We're finished here.
Cool, let's head to the vantage point and see exactly what the Ring of Metal is. This one I've been kind of excited to talk about because many of the vantage points highlight areas of interest that give you understanding of the history of the Colorado Rockies, and many of the buildings and institutions like we spoke about with the museum and the military academy. And just heal real quick. This one opens up some doors in terms of understanding what the place in question is, and some of them even have in-game history. So I'll talk to Sona in a minute, but I need to go up and into the vantage point because I can't remember how to do it. Let's resupply real quick.
Already.
If I remember correctly, I still have to go up here. And no, Sona, I'm not wasting time. I'm doing recon. As if she would actually question what I'm doing all the way up here. I like this climb. I don't know what it is about this climb. I actually really just like it a lot. Oh. Go down. Go up. Even though you could have reached the upper one easily. Come on, Aloy. Oh, because I couldn't see it, that's why. And just a little further up.
I found a vantage point. I wonder what it used to be.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 6. I was fresh out of rehab when we saw the metallurgists play the Hearts Wayfarers. The M in Jersey looked pretty funny. Hopefully you're sorry.
So the Ring of Metal used to be, I guess, Denver Stadium. Funny enough, Denver Stadium was initially built because the city didn't have a Major League Baseball team, and were vying to get one to use the stadium for. And then it was eventually taken over by the city after several companies couldn't maintain it because they weren't getting enough money from the people taking the seats and stuff. And there was like a bit of a curse going, or I believe presumed to have a bit of a curse when it came to the stadium and all the investors not getting what they put in out of it. It was later turned into a football stadium, as in American football, and then later they managed to get their major league baseball team, and they used it for that. In the history of the game, the lore of the game, the stadium was then used for, as the narrator of that log said, for a sports, I can't remember if it was pertaining to one of the other Guerrilla Games universes that would be canon to this one, but it was used for a different kind of sport where they used machines as part of the sport. So that's a little fun little tidbit for you. Did he actually get injured? Jeez, my guy. Just in time for nightfall, really.
The camps have been dealt with. Now to the Ring of Metal. Its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale the height. Under fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Sounds like a plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, Varl. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
Yes, War Chief. I will.
Go now. We wait on your signal.
So this will require us to be very stealthy, so I'm going to change outfits again. I can never remember which one it is. Is it this one or was it the other one? No, it was the other one that has more stealth. We're going to change to our Silent Hunter Master. We're going to pretty much run with the same equipment set. We're going to have the Rattler on standby. We're going to use our sling and our 2 bows. Do you know that we do have machines to take on? Let's follow Varl here. He should lead us to the entrance. There is a campfire nearby, which we should be able to walk past before we get in. I will make sure I do save.
You do have a plan, right?
You followed me this far, even into the ruins. I thought you trusted me.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough.
Oh, he doesn't walk past it. That's okay. It should be fine though.
Up you go. Hunt!
Take my hand.
We have a lot of guys in here, so we have to be very careful. Daytime comes already.
Take the one on the right.
I'll take the one on the left.
With distinction. Then we have to go up this wall.
Two more. You take the one on the left.
Didn't stand a chance. Sanguine gloss. Sanguine gloss? Did I read that right? Might actually be useful. Varl? Slow down, my guy. Let's take our time.
See that covered shelter?
Do you see those corruptors?
Focus, Varl. That shelter is full of blaze. A whole stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall too.
A breach for the Nora to charge through. Can't hit it from here though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer. You head back, tell Sona the plan, and lead them to that side of the ring.
I'll see it done. And when the wall collapses, I'll be first through the breach.
Now all I have to do is make it all happen.
You got this. So
If
let's,
I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
as always, scope out your surroundings. We do have a corrupted fire bellow back, which won't be helpful because that thing will probably see us before we see it when it sneaks up to you. We have to get to the other side completely. We do have a lot of cover, but it's how we use that cover which is important. As always, the slower you move, the easier it will be. Tag their patterns, tag enemies that you know that might see you. I did with that one and the bellow back.
Don't mind me.
Didn't know how he saw me from all the way over there, but he's dead now. Must have came from above. There was a watcher there. I'll tag its route just in case.
Just need to get an angle on that blaze and shoot it.
The last time I did this, I went back there. This guy should literally walk in my path. So I should be able to kill him in the bush so no one can see him. Just a bit of patience.
I bet the usurpers in Meridian are feasting and growing fat. Shameless.
Yeah, bush kill. I really hope nothing just saw me. Oh no, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me.
I should be able to hit the blaze from here.
Well, if you say so, Aloy, if you say so. Let's get the party started.
Who? Me?
Almost got it.
The one thing I want to take out is that bellow back. That bellow back is going to cause us problems.
The sun can't save you.
Woo! Oh, he got crit. Woo! Oof. That probably would have killed some of my people.
Press him!
Ice damage will be your best friend because it allows you to multiply your damage.
Got one right here.
Child's play!
Skadoosh. Oh, that was one of my guys. Should be long now.
Die.
All Mother, look upon our victory. A debt of blood is paid. Remember this day, brave Nora.
From your lips to the goddess's ears. Yes, remember it. Be ready to leave this place. Let your spears and arrows rest in the bodies of the fallen. They are tainted, like these ruins.
It's over. They won't be able to kill again. I need to find Olin and learn everything he knows. Who the killers were, how they saw me through his focus.
Okay, thank you, Aloy. If you do mess that up somehow and you get caught, the corruptors activate and they are just an extra challenge on top. So it is in your best interest to do that the stealthiest and quickest way possible, because the more opponents you have to fight, the harder it is.
You won't be coming back with us, will you?
I don't think so. I'm glad you accomplished what you were looking for, Varl, but I haven't. Not yet.
Look, I know you have to go. You're a seeker, after all. But if you ever pass this way again...
Then what?
It'd be good to see you, that's all. I expect we'll regroup at Mother's Crown. Maybe I'll see you there?
Maybe you will. I'll see you then.
You're a skilled warrior, Aloy. Rost trained you well.
Did you know him?
A long time ago. Well enough to know he was a good man.
Then why was he cast out? What crime did he commit?
I wish I could tell you. But it seems only the High Matriarchs know that story.
So I've heard. Well, I should be on my way.
Thank you, Aloy. May All Mother bless your journeys, wherever they take you.
So that's pretty much it. We've avenged the Nora. Quashed the interlopers.
Need them soon enough.
Before we head to where are we going next? Before we head to Day Tower, we're actually gonna go to because we heard about a place called Hunter's Gathering, and I think we should take the time to visit there first, recoup our supplies and stuff, and make sure we have everything we need before we move out. There's also some interesting characters to talk to there, so we're going to take the time to have a chat with one of them. I did speak to her earlier, but I still think it's worth our while for you guys to hear what she says, because she gives a lot of information that we will need. I think that should be the only thing left, because we have to go do our last open side quests, a Monument of Peace, which I accidentally uncovered, but we'll do that eventually. It will be there for a while because we won't be heading back that way for some time. Daughter's Vengeance, which we'll do, an Ancient Armory, we'll do eventually. I guess we'll end it there for now. If you guys enjoyed what you've... Actually, before I say that, before I close off, again, an open invitation to anyone who's watched these videos who has any questions about the world, the lore, the characters, the machines, the weapons, and stuff that I can talk about that won't spoil the story. Feel free to drop any of those questions in the comments below. I will be more than happy to answer them either in a video or in the comment section. So feel free to do that. And with that said, I guess I'll end the episode here. If you liked what you saw here today, please make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your family and friends. Ring that bell to get notified of more content coming your way. And I've been your boy, Lan, the Ultimate Form. And I'll catch you cats later.